Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am the official Crimson Flame back again, and we're going to talk about Fallout 4 at the Bethesda E3 conference. And with me is my little brother, Bradley Mayfield.
Hey everyone.
Speak a little bit louder.
Hey everyone, it's me. I'm with my brother here. He's recording over here in his room.
All right, anyways, we got the video over here, a video that I found randomly online, and I know I own. And we're going to pop it up full screen, and we're just going to talk about it a little bit.
I'm gonna do this like movie commentary.
Yeah, something like that. Like, we're going to talk about the important stuff that we really found. Right now, they're going to be talking about the concept art. We didn't really, it wasn't really that much in a way of like telling about the story, since a lot of the concept art, it doesn't really make it the full production.
And plus, I didn't want to spoil anything.
It's not
before
really
it came out.
spoiling it much. It's like Todd Howard said that he wouldn't spoil anything at all. So we're just gonna like skip forward through the concept art just a little bit until we get to the actual gameplay, which is what has actually been made, and that's what's really important in my opinion. Since concept art, while amazing it is, doesn't really. It doesn't. Sometimes some concept art doesn't really make it into full production, so that's why we're just gonna skip through this to the end. Then they start talking about the pre-war and how you actually start out in the pre-war, and you'll either customize your mom and your dad, or actually customize yourself or your partner, and you play as female or whatever. And in my opinion, I really like the customization.
And there's a lot of new content in this game.
Yeah, that's true. But right now we got the
But we'll-
customization. You start
but
off
we'll
in front of
have
a
to-
mirror. That's how
But-
I've sort of imagined most character customizations.
But we'll have to start talking about the new content until we get to it.
Oh yeah.
During the conference.
Now, as you can see, you get to select wherever on the body that you want to select, and you can sculpt it. And you can like select beards. Now, what I noticed is the big beard right here is called the Lone Wanderer, which is actually the name of the character in Fallout 3.
From the first, yes, the Fallout.
The Fallout 3. The first game that first Fallout game that Bethesda made.
Mm-hmm.
And,
as your character is referred to in the game.
Yeah. In canon ways. Like, you can name your character whatever you want, but it doesn't really contribute in the end.
And of course, there are presets like in every Fallout game.
True. And as you notice in the background, hang on, let me reverse for a minute. Alright,
Well-
I think we might have skipped back a little too far. As you saw in the background, you saw something run past. According to some people that I've seen online, supposedly that is the Mr. Handy running back and forth, helping the baby, cooking food, stuff like that. And as you can see, you can select skin tone, hair color, stuff like that. And from what I heard, yeah, you can play as a female. Thank goodness for some people. But anyways,
some people might have gotten very mad over
yeah.
that.
From what I hear as from Todd Howard, supposedly your baby looks exactly how the female character and the male character will look together. So I figured that was pretty interesting, a bit like a Sims 3 or Sims 4, stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah. And now we have the player character moving around, talking to Codsworth, which reminds me of Wadsworth, from Fallout 3 and the house that you got.
Oh, and have you mentioned that you really like The Sims?
Oh yeah, I like The Sims a lot. It's pretty fun. Haven't played it in a long time though. Now, what really interests me here is the new Nuka-Cola bottle. Like, it looks more like a rocket than it usually does, like a regular Nuka-Cola glass. And at the bottom, it looks like Salisbury steak, and that looks like a jar of milk, maybe.
Just a glass of milk. And of
And-
course, we got the Vault Boy poster.
Yeah, we have Vault
This
Tech,
beautiful
and it says
sponsored Vault
October 2077, which is obviously the year that the bombs dropped, which is pretty interesting. Really adds to the realism, in my
Official
opinion.
Spokesman of
Yeah.
Vault Tech.
And you can see through the windows. I just realized that. Like, usually whenever you go into the house,
You can't see through windows.
yeah, and it takes time to load while you go into the house, so it's not really like all open world. But with this one, you can actually open doors, no loading time. You can just walk right through, and to be honest with you, I think that's pretty interesting. It really adds
It's
to the
amazing
realism.
what games have come to.
Yeah, it's absolutely spectacular. which is probably why Fallout 4 will never be out on the 360 or PS3, because it just can't handle this kind of stuff, in my
It's a
opinion.
new game, so
Yeah.
it has to come out for the newest consoles, like the Xbox One and the PS4.
Yeah. Now we got a representative from Vault-Tec coming in to talk about to your character player about Vault-Tec, setting up for vaults, and how you can just sign up wherever you want, and in a minute you'll be able to select your name.
Yes.
I believe they're preset names instead of typing out your name, from what I see. And then, as you can see, your character does talk and whatever.
Yes, and there are voice options.
Yes.
There's a voice for your character, and this is the point to where you could choose your, the special.
Yes. You can type out your name. Yeah, you can put out some points, maybe add a little bit of charisma, a bit of intelligence, and all the luck, of course.
Yes. Apparently that's how this person.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who did this.
I believe it was Todd Howard, since the name is Howard.
No,
of course.
I played it. Okay, yeah, I guess it is Todd Howard then. That's
and then
House.
You hear your baby crying, and he's talking about the baby's name. And Todd Howard is saying that Cogsworth has pre-recorded over like thousands and thousands of names for the baby. So I think you get like a random name for the baby, maybe. I'm not entirely sure.
Maybe, baby.
Yeah, what really interests me here is whenever you spin the mobile, it's the not Tranquility Lane. It's the cradle music from when you're a baby in Fallout 3.
And at this point, the TV starts talking about the bombs.
Yeah, the bombs being dropped. You hear the sirens.
The sirens. They tell you to get to the vault.
And then you see a vertibird, Vault-Tec van. You're all running through the park.
And at which point you get to the vault and the bombs go off.
Yes, the bombs go off once you reach the vault. And then
I really like that shot. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was spectacular in my opinion.
As you can see, the room is packed here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can see every people because they all have lights.
Yeah, they all have bands. What really interests me here is that Todd Howard is saying that you're coming out of Vault 11 as a sole survivor 200 years later. So either, from what he's saying, I'm not saying that this is true or not, the game might take place 2277, which is the exact same year that Fallout 3 take place. So it could take place the same timeline, maybe. Or he also suggesting that you're the sole survivor of Vault 111, which means either you're the only person who survived out of what happened there, or maybe something else like that.
On what happened.
Yeah. And now if you move on for just a minute, I'm going to continue to talk about that, being a sole survivor or something like that. It's really interesting to me.
And of course you got your nuclear wasteland setting here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Supposedly this is really fairly close to the city that you're previously in.
Yes. And what's really cool,
yeah.
And I don't think it comes up next, but
yeah.
Apparently, what comes up next is that Cogsworth is still alive.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Also, like the design of the Vault-Tec jumpsuit, it kind of reminds you of like the previous games, Vault 1 and 2, how they're like
a lot cleaner now.
Yeah, skin tight, more smoother in my opinion. No, a lot of people don't like that. In my opinion, I think it's beautiful. What do you think?
In my opinion, I don't really like the suit because it looks like really, really clean in such like a dirty environment. I don't think it really matches up.
No, I think it did get a bit dirtier as time went on, so maybe that's something, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Century Hills, maybe that's the name of like the little neighborhood that you were in, I guess.
It is the neighborhood you were in because when you're walking in here, you meet Cogsworth, as I mentioned earlier.
Yes.
He's still alive.
So talking to you, I'm sorry if it's like slowing down or whatever. And then you can be able to talk to him, you're like all confused. And apparently he recognizes you as your master. And this is 200 years later, and you're still alive. The master, the guy you were at the beginning. My thought is, this is like way back during Survivor 2299.
And here he makes
you could talk.
Here he makes a joke about being 2 centuries late for dinner.
Yeah.
I want to tell them what happened.
That's fine. It's fine. Anyways, this is the
Huh?
second part of the E3 conference. You're talking with Codsworth 200 years later. Before you start talking, I just want to talk about in the script from Kotaku during Survivor 2299, you know how I was obsessed with that? Always had the webpage up, all the Morse codes. They were talking about cryo chambers or something along those lines, and how people were able to stay in there, still be their same age. So I'm thinking,
Oh, that's why.
yeah,
They're still
Vault
alive.
Vault 11, Vault 111. I'm coining that phrase, by the way. It has your character still alive even after 200 years. So my guess is, if he's the sole survivor of Vault 111, then quite possibly maybe there was something went wrong with the cryo chambers. Maybe he was the only one to survive. Maybe there was a raid. All the cryo chambers were destroyed. Maybe your child, maybe your wife, maybe the overseer, or things like that. Anyways, we're gonna continue on with the podcast as we play it.
And our earlier recording got cut off, so we had to start over, and this is part 2 from where we left off.
Yeah. And then upcoming right here, Todd Howard is talking about how you don't have to follow the script. You don't have to lock. It's not locked in. You don't have to follow him. You can stay, get the food. You can leave, or you can just
kill him.
Kill him. It doesn't matter. This is really free, really open, and I really enjoy that. I love it.
And you know what's really good about this game?
Hang on, what I want to talk about for a minute before we get to the dog. Just look at the gas prices right there. $113.99 for a gallon of what looks like to be unleaded gas.
Wow.
Now that's a lot. Right here in Springdale, I think we have maybe. I mean, not Springdale. No,
don't listen to that. We'll just cut that out.
Springfield, Missouri. Gas prices are about maybe $2 and $2.10 for a gallon of gas.
Yeah, from what I heard on the news, they're lowering the gas prices.
Yeah, gas prices are getting a bit lower, getting a bit higher. As holidays come in, they usually tend to lower the gas prices. I remember whenever gas prices were cheaper than a Happy Meal at McDonald's.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And what I like to mention is that what's great about the combat in the game is that VATS is back.
Oh yeah, VATS. But we'll get to
Good
that
old
later.
VATS.
Right now we got to get to the dog.
VATS is a really useful combat mechanic.
Yeah, especially for inexperienced players.
Mm-hmm.
Now, from what we see, you can find a dog meat, which is what everyone's calling them, outside of a gas station. And that's being demonstrated right here. You can command your dog to go to places like stay boy, go there boy, stuff like that.
And that's really cool because in earlier games Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas, you could get companions with you to fight by your side.
Yeah.
And you could command them by talking to them. With this, you don't have to just walk up to them and talk to them. You could command them from where you're standing without having to go to them.
And in my opinion, I think this is more advanced than the ones in New Vegas and 3. And right here
comes the combat.
Yes, as you can see,
VATS is back.
VATS is back, but it's not stopping time. It's more slowed down.
Yeah, which is really really cool about it. Earlier, before they just stopped time completely.
And what's really interesting is how the new Morat design is made. Hang on, let me just go back a bit.
And of course, the graphics make it look way better. Yeah.
Then we have the new Morat design. I think, in my opinion, it's a bit smaller, more smoother.
And as you can see, they got a new XP system. It's not just individual numbers. It's just multiple numbers.
And I think this is what happens when you get a crit. You get the Vault Boy at the bottom. He has 2 guns, winks at you.
Oh, and that's what I like about this. You know when you get a critical.
Oh yeah, definitely. Then he's talking about how you can explore Boston. And then, as you can see, his Vault jumpsuit, in my opinion, looks a bit dirtier.
It's starting to look a bit dirtier now.
Yeah, then it has the gear.
And you can see all the environments here.
Well, it looks like a ghoul.
For me, that earlier one looked like Skyrim a bit.
Oh, yeah. We got some
trains. There's a train there.
Some old cars.
That's the old car, as the cars.
Yeah, but it looks a bit dirtier, doesn't it?
It is starting to look dirtier. And this looked like it was in a radiated area.
Yeah, this looks like maybe another. Hang on. I just want to go back for a minute. This is something I just noticed.
What did you notice?
Um,
It's that person right there,
yeah, it looks kind of like a Vault jumpsuit.
down in the
It's-
bottom right.
Yeah,
For you, for people who didn't know what we were looking at.
but I think I could kind of make out a number. To me, it looks a bit like 14,
I can't really see
11
it.
maybe.
I can't see it.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty dark. Or it could just be
Well-
like a regular jumpsuit.
That pillow looks really clean.
Yeah, and here's the Boston Memorial. No, not Boston Memorial. The
Boston.
Bunker Hill Memorial, which was a battle during the American Revolutionary War. And what I think they're going to do with Boston is that they're going to greatly tie with American history, in my opinion, more than what they did in Fallout 3. Now, Fallout 3, you were able to
Spit
steal.
on me.
Sorry. You were able to steal the Declaration of Independence. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
But with the Paul Revere, the Franklin.
Memorial.
No, what was that guy's name? Ben Franklin.
Yes, Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin. I remember in the concept art, I saw like a statue of him like sitting, and he had like a ink feather thing
A
or
quill.
whatever. Quill, yeah. Then we got some inside to the
He-
building. Got some raiders by the looks of it. Pretty sweet armor in my opinion.
Oh,
Like a really like cosmetic looks.
Oh,
Like
and
if
when they
armor
come
looks
up-
pretty cool, I'll
Mhm.
take it over like better armor.
and when they come up to the when they talk about weapons and upgrading them,
Yeah.
it's amazing. You're just gonna love it.
Oh, don't spoil it, bro.
I'm just giving them a heads up
Well, I mean that's like
before
deep
their
into
brain,
the
before
podcast.
their like brain explodes from the excitement, like what almost happened to us when we saw.
Oh
it the
yeah, we're
first
like
time.
screaming our heads off. Woke up a mother a little bit. And up here in the top left corner, we have a Nuka-Cola advertisement, which I kind of like. It says "Have a nuke." It's pretty cool.
It's
and
an LA symbol.
yeah, LA in the sort of mid top.
Is
north.
that a periodic table symbol? It looks like the LA.
I don't know. But anyways, in the
It-
middle,
it's probably not though.
in the middle, you can obviously see some super mutants. So they make a return.
yes,
Maybe they
super
return.
mutants are back.
Maybe
Like,
they are
I
from
think
the eastern because
they're in almost every Fallout game.
I think they were in every single Fallout game.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Now, what my guessing is, now the Western super mutants are a lot different than the Eastern ones. The Western ones came from the Master, Mariposa Base, FEV, and then the Eastern ones, which you see in Fallout 3, came from Vault 87, which is the vault designated to test the FEV virus.
Oh yes.
Then we're going to continue.
You're
Here's a
getting
new
in-
city.
Getting in some lore there.
Yeah. The new quote unquote hub, in my opinion, which is like a major trading center. Diamond City, which is what people are calling
Which
it.
you can tell by that symbol because
Yeah.
it's a diamond.
And as you can see
I
by
like
the
that
baseball
name.
man in the
Mhm.
bottom
Baseball man.
rightish
It's a-
corner, it's called Fenway Park, I think. Either that
Fenway.
or it's the Fenway Baseball Stadium.
Uh,
And it's where the
a
Boston Red
it's not
Sox
a baseball
are.
man, it's a baseball player.
Whatever.
and
But anyways, it's an entire city built inside a baseball course. And
they turn it into a big
Yeah.
trading place.
in my opinion, I think that's going to be like the new Megaton of Fallout 4.
Megaton.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
you got the
Megaton.
guy and the
Your
dog.
dog.
Now, what I would talk about just a bit more was, will there be other companions other than a dog?
Other than a dog, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
was
really
wondering,
wanna know.
Because, like, in the other games, like Fallout 3 and New Vegas, you could get more than one companion, but you can't have a lot of companions at once. I think you can only have up to 2 companions.
Yeah.
And then here he's
Yeah. Supposedly,
Todd Howard is talking about how they built a real Pip-Boy.
they didn't actually build the new Pip-Boy, but this is
I know.
in the Fallout universe, the building of the first Pip-Boy, the
Yes.
Pip-Boy 1.0. Now,
1.0.
since Pip-Boy was made by Robco, which is founded by Robert House, or
Yeah.
Mr. House in Fallout New Vegas, my guessing is this man right here with the Pip-Boy on his wrist
Is Mr. House.
is Mr. House, exactly.
Before
So I thought that
he,
before he decided to preserve himself.
yeah.
I'm going to skip forward just a little bit.
And then the
Hang on, I think I might skip a bit too far. Anyways, you don't start off with the Pip-Boy.
You
You
have to
find
find
it
it.
on a dead body. You don't have to find it, but I mean, I think you automatically do.
and it's the new Pip-Boy, which is
Yeah.
like really cool.
In a minute, once they sort of collector's edition, this is a different Pip-Boy 3000 than the one in New Vegas or 3. This is the Pip-Boy 3000 Mark II, which is possibly a more advanced version, as you
And
can
I
see.
like how they have a loading screen in this.
Oh yeah, and like better animations, but
Better animations.
this is a lot more different than the Pip-Boy 3003 in New Vegas. In the top right corner, you can see, stats, data, and
Inventory. That's inventory.
Those are usually just the main 3. However, there's now and now this is part 3 of the screencast.
Once again, after we got cut off again.
Anyways, map and radio are their own separate sections now. Oops.
Actually, yeah, because before you just had stats, inventory, and data, and map and radio were part of data.
Yeah. And now they're their own thing.
And now they're their own, section.
And as you can see, Vault Boy is, moving around. There's different animations.
Animations.
Yeah, in my opinion, that is really, really interesting.
Mm-hmm. And as you can see, there's a new armor layout.
We'll talk about that in a minute. No, not that. Come on, go back. Alright, anyways, I just want to talk about a bit about the weapons. Talk a bit about 10mm pistols make a comeback, but they looked a bit different in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
There's a compensated pipe revolver rifle,
a shock baton,
which maybe in my opinion might be a one of those new weapons or whatever. Then there's some grenades, shock baton, as you said. Then there's a short laser musket, and that sounds.
I bet it's just laser musket. Maybe the short.
And then here's what really got me happy.
It's like the armor layout. What's it called?
It's a new layered armor system.
Yeah, layered armor system. I don't know why I said layout.
But anyways, I think most likely on lighter armor, like regular clothes that you can find, you can get maybe some pieces which are layered outfits, which you can put on your outfit, like the Vault 11 suit right there.
From which before you could just have 2 pieces of armor, which were just armor, the body armor, and then the helmet. Like
either body armor, helmets, hats, face
armor.
masks, stuff like that. Yeah, and which I just realized, an item that your player is wearing is a wedding ring. So maybe that is the character's wedding ring from when he was married or something like that.
Yes.
Which I thought was pretty interesting. You know what I want to do? I want to sell that wedding ring the first moment I get.
Alex, wow.
I want to see how much it costs.
So dark.
As you can see, we saw some of the drugs make a return.
Yes,
if I just pause at the right time.
They're not called drugs, they're called chems.
Chems, whatever. We got Buffout's back, Med-X is back, Rad-X, Radaway, and Stimpaks.
Stimpaks.
Definitely.
You really do need Stimpaks in this game. They're your
they're
your big source of healing.
Yeah. And then we got miscellaneous junk.
It looks like these are audio devices. Yeah. And those are game cassettes.
Yeah, those are game devices like Red Menace.
And it looks like they're bootlegs of really popular games. Like this is Donkey Kong right here.
Yeah. But in my opinion, I think it has a bit more better combination.
And you play as Vault Boy. And this is a bootleg of Missile Command.
Yeah, which was a really old game that was back in the day.
An old game.
Then we go with Todd Howard talking about stuff. Oh yeah, and then you talk about the collector edition.
Yeah, the collector's edition, you get an actual Pip-Boy case, which you could use your phone to put it in, as it'll show right here. It's open.
Yeah.
When it's open.
I remember when we were watching this, we had the volume at max, and I remember I could hear a guy, and he screamed at the top of his lungs, "How much is it?" Or "I'll buy it for how much?"
He's like, "How much is it?"
But as you can see at the bottom right here, it says Pip-Boy Model 3000 Mark IV, which is like a new, maybe a new make of Pip-Boy. Maybe they're different marks.
Yes.
Something like that.
And as you can see, you got the Robco symbol.
Not for civilian uses. And, they're saying it's in a collector's edition.
And in a second,
which we are definitely going to buy.
Yes, we're going to
definitely.
And right here, it'll show, it opens up, and you could put your phone in it, and there's an app for it that they built. So it could actually function as a Pip-Boy.
And what you can do is you can access your armor, your weapons, stuff like that, and you can change it while at work, at school. I'm definitely going to wear this to school one day.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Most definitely. Mm-hmm. Now we're just going to skip forward just a bit ahead. It's going to skip forward, and then you're going to show a demonstration.
Yes,
it's going to select.
It's a touchscreen. You can use a touchscreen to switch sections.
You can select stuff. Now, obviously, you can still do this, even if you haven't bought the Pip-Boy thing.
Yes, you can still get the app. And speaking of apps...
Hang on, I just realized something. He selected the radio.
I think you can. I think the radio actually functions.
Yeah. Now, when I first saw this around, I thought the bottom one said Enclave Radio, but apparently it says Classical Radio, and then there's Diamond City Radio.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. There are different radio stations. Diamond City is probably going to be a big major radio station. So that's pretty interesting, in my opinion.
And then, speaking of which, in app-wise, they also made another app for this, which is not based around the Pip-Boy.
If we just skip forward just a bit.
No.
There's a new game called
Fallout Shelter.
Which
allows you to build your own vault.
As many numbers as you can.
Customize your own vault.
You can make it whatever number you want, and you're the overseer.
Yes, you are the overseer.
And you can build onto this however much you want. And I find this really, really interesting.
It's really cool. It's like a Fallout SimCity.
Now, I really want to get it, but it's only available on the iOS.
Only available for iOS, not available for Android.
However, from what I've heard from other people, they're working on making it become available for Android. So you Android users are going to wait in the near future as of June 15th. 15th.
And as you can see, you could add rooms. You could customize the people that come.
Yeah, you can have outfits. Give them weapons.
Give them weapons. Change what they
look
like.
And then send them outside.
And you could send them outside to get supplies of water, whatever they need for the vault. And they'll do hunting, as you can see right here. And Todd Howard talks about how he took that idea from a certain game. I can't remember what it was called, but he'll say it here in a second.
Yeah.
You're listening, aren't you?
Yeah.
And as you can see, you have a lot.
In other locations, they increase different special. This maybe increases strength. This might increase maybe charisma or something like that,
or intelligence.
And or luck.
They have lunchbox mechanic, which allows you to get randomized items,
random bunch of crap and whatever, and you can get a fat man.
It's in-app purchases, I think.
No, not in-app purchases. I mean, you can buy the lunchboxes, but it's not like those other crap games.
Oh, you spend coins on them?
No, you don't spend coins on them. You well, maybe I can't remember.
In-game coins.
And anyways, you can
And as you can see before, it says that raiders can and will attack your vault.
Yeah. But anyways, you can get other vault dwellers pregnant so that you can continue on the purity of the vaults.
And you can make a baby and name it.
You can name the baby your own, whatever you want, or whatever.
And you can make your vault really big, as shown here. A lot of rooms. Amazing app.
Yeah.
And sadly, it's only for iOS for those of you.
But that's good for iOS users. But I mean, not so much for us.
Not so much for us because we have Android phones.
Yes. Now, this is a really, really big. Also, the Fallout Shelter game is out now. It is out right now.
Yes.
And this is a really cool. Big function which you cannot do on Fallout. I mean, Xbox 360.
It is an amazing function. It is where you could
hang on. You could build houses. You could walk out the workbenches, scrap anything, and then you can get rubber, steel, stuff like that. And then you can build your own structures, wherever you want,
and make your own settlement. You could start a settlement.
And that just really baffles me, and I love it.
Run it. You could be the I don't know. You could be the runner of a town or something.
Mayor, sheriff, whatever.
And then you could build your own buildings and structures.
Yeah.
And as you can see, you could build a house right here.
You could walk in, set up some furniture.
You could add up furniture. And you could see you had different amounts of chairs. There's couches,
cabinets,
and tables,
magazine racks,
hat racks.
Mounted Brahmin head. Now, as you can see right here, let me just go back for just real quick. Now, if we just get there, pass up.
There are bobbleheads.
Bobbleheads are back, so maybe you'll be able to collect them. They'll increase your special.
Yeah, it's in all the Fallout games. They were in Fallout 3, they had the bobbleheads. In New Vegas, they had the snow globes,
which didn't increase special, but they would.
They were location snow globes.
Yeah.
Which you could bring to Mr. House.
And he gave you 2,000 caps for each of them. It's a good way to get you money.
You could get money from collecting the snow globes. And, of course, you could build a dog house for your pet. And I like that.
Yeah. You got He's a little happy dog. He's sitting there. All right, so part 4 of the exact presentation. Where were we? Oh yeah, look at that little face.
We got cut off again with that little face right there.
Little face.
He's got a little tongue. And you can build traders, and you can build stores for traders, which will come in as your settlement grows.
And according to Todd Howard, they have some of the best stuff.
Yes, they have some of the best items that you could buy from the game. You could find any place, and you build the stuff for your city. Like you build plants, like gardens and farms. Which
now what I noticed is that instead of like like a regular plant, it's called Tato plant.
Which I think is short for potato.
Yeah, so you can maybe build some potatoes.
Potato.
You water pumps. You can build some farms.
Build water pumps to supply water for your city, and you could build defenses because raiders will come and attack your city.
Well, not defenses, but I mean you will, but you keep jumping ahead, dude.
I'm sorry.
You gotta talk about the here and now.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
I keep jumping.
Anyways, we get power generators. You can power things. Switch off power. Switch on power. Wax on. Wax off.
Yeah. Let me turn off the lights so we can still see
the
screen better.
Anyways, you can have different terminals, so you can set different colors for things. Set up some turrets so that you can get some defenses up in there, so you can protect yourself against raiders.
Build lights, and you could change, and you could build like signs, light signs, which you could change the colors of, change what they're shaped like, and you add defenses because like raiders will attack their city, like right here as shown.
And
you gotta fight
get like a mortar, or whatever that is, like a laser trip mine.
Yeah, you can build
flamers,
a lot of defenses.
A lot of different cool stuff.
And as you can see, you can build your structures to be anything you want.
Build them up, make a big settlement worth.
You'll like what's here at the end.
About. Stop skipping ahead.
No, here. Like you build a tower.
Yeah. Got some big ships. And anyways, Todd Howard said. You can have Brahmin caravans come through.
Yeah,
so
you could like run your own caravans right here, and
have some.
And
lights.
Then what I really like is what's about to come up.
Yeah,
it's this Fallout Boy, which looks like it's a Mega Man sprite.
Yeah, a bit like a Mega Man,
which I really think is cool.
Yeah. And also, what was really funny, I didn't notice this until now.
Which is what's cool about adding the whatever.
But there's like flames coming out the sides, and I just noticed that. I figured that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like really cool. And as you can see, audiences are bewildered. They're surprised.
We were bewildered. We were surprised. We were screaming.
And then he starts talking about customizing your weapons, which is just amazing.
Yeah, but
and what he talks about here is that
you can make these out of like different sort of like material, like
yes, and you could there are different sections of items, each made of a certain material. Which means that every item in the game has a use now.
Finally, instead of just
being a useless item that takes up storage and weight.
Yeah, like wrenches and hammers, like there's no real use for them.
And like tin
cans.
And
here is some great gun customization that I love.
This is a laser pistol, and what's really cool is that you could change them from like laser pistols. You could change them into rifles or
laser shotguns, automatic
here,
laser.
It says, go back.
Yes, instead of saying laser pistol,
it says laser rifle. Like you could change a pistol to a rifle.
Yeah.
And to a
and it's just
automatic
amazing.
Rifle. It's just amazing.
Yeah, you can actually make plasma rifles automatic.
Add your customization
and
upgrades.
As you can see in the top,
you can add your scope and your beam splitters or beam focusers.
But as you can see, the name changes as you go along. Now, this is the pistol.
Right near it says pistol, and then it says rifle.
You could change it to this all new
kind
sniper
of weapon
rifle looking thing.
Right here, it's a bat, and you could add spikes or
razors or
saw blades, which is really cool. That would be really cool if the saw blades could spin. I wonder if they can. And as you can see, you could change you could change which magazine it is. Like there was a drum magazine right there.
Yeah, you could change the plasma pistol to a rifle to a plasma sniper rifle.
And you could like change
scattergun,
the
automatic plasma rifle.
You could change the grips, the magazines, the stocks.
Now this junk jet kind of reminds me of a weapon in Fallout 3 that you can make.
Yeah, like the rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher.
Yeah, the
No. I gotta pause. Here's something I have seen almost no one talk about. I mean, I've seen Mr. Matty Plays upload an episode, but I haven't seen it.
Yes.
I haven't actually seen it.
But
there is new power armor. I mean, obviously there's customization. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can customize.
There's new power armor.
Yeah,
new base power armor.
Like
I'm not talking about
T60 power armor.
T60, as you can see in the inventory, T60 power armor, X01 Mark II power armor.
And that's like.
And now this Mark 60.
Customize the power armor. You could customize your own armor.
The T60.
Just as you could customize your own weapons.
The T60 power armor looks a bit like the T45 D armor, in my opinion. So it has more of a brown tint to it.
Yeah, and as you can see,
it looks more rusted.
As you can see, the other power armor is sort of like a light green tint to it.
Yeah, and then there's the T51s, obviously, T45s,
yes.
T45B, T51B,
T60B,
T60B, and
the
then
X01.
As you can see, he has the X01 Mark II helmet equipped, and that looks a bit like the Enclave.
The Ganon family armor.
No.
Or the Enclave.
The original Enclave. Like, the original Enclave had different armor than the actual Fallout 3 armor. That was they have the Advanced Power Armor Mark II. I looked up X01 Mark II power armor, and I did click the Enclave power armor. However, it was not called X01 Mark II power armor.
It was just called
Advanced Power Armor.
Advanced Power Armor.
And I looked up the T60, and there was nothing relating to it in any sort of way.
Maybe because Fallout 4 hadn't come out yet, and I'm not gonna say it until it actually comes up here in the showcase.
Yeah. But it's really interesting how you can actually, like, do that. Like, it just baffled me. Like, we were all, like, really excited. Yeah, we
saw it, and we were just screaming.
Just cool.
And here Todd Howard's, I can't remember what he was talking about, because, like, it was, like, at night, so, like...
Yeah, we were real tired.
Yeah, we were tired, and then we
You can do a lot of great things.
Didn't remember much.
And then we're gonna have a montage coming up in just a minute.
About, like, all the stuff you could see in Fallout 4.
Yeah.
And I remember you pointing out something that comes up in this montage.
I can't remember. No, it's character talking to his dog. And then he has some different outfits.
You can change
and there's like really interesting. This one right here, in just a minute. Right here with the teddy bear helmet.
Yeah.
Like, I really think that's interesting. And also,
and it's got a big minigun. Yeah.
And the minigun returns as well. I'm real excited for that.
And as you can see, it's got a.
And then you can fight raiders with, like.
You got your.
Will look like the laser muskets. And you can find them with the assault rifle. Then the Yao-Guai make a return, and I'm really like that. Like, they're my favorite animal, in my opinion.
You got the sentry bots.
True. And you have a sniper rifle. And what I noticed, I don't want to go back because I think I might miss it. But too bad, I'm doing that anyway. Whenever you hold the sniper rifle, as you can see in the bottom, it says hold breath. So it's going to be like many other games we can actually...
it's just like that function in Far Cry 3, to where you could hold
Far
your breath
Cry, Call of Duty.
Yeah, you could hold your breath. It's that function to where you could hold your breath to steady your aim, so you could shoot better.
Yeah, I really like that.
And as you see,
hang on, I just realized something. You know, you shoot them.
Yeah.
You can actually hit people with your gun.
Yeah, that's really cool. And as you can see, the behemoths,
the automatic,
and the Mire lurkers are back.
And then,
like really cool.
Now here's something that really got me today.
Is the synth.
The synths. What are they? They might be androids, in my opinion. They could be androids.
As you can see right here, it looks robotic.
There's some ghouls.
And as you can see,
the Fat Man returns.
Yes, the amazing Fat Man from Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas.
And then there's some Raider Psychos.
And what comes up is
Super
Mutants, and
you know, you can fight on that giant tower thing.
And as you can see in a second,
Rat Scorpions are back.
Rat Scorpions are back, but that's not what I was
Yeah, but then there's another synth right here.
And as you can see,
it looks like an android. It really does.
Yeah, we should look more into that once we get more information about the game.
Yeah.
But like as you can see here in a second.
No, this is really interesting. This is how you get into the power armor. I always thought that it was just like a suit of armor, like they disassemble it first,
Oh.
put it on, reassemble it, and then you put on the helmet.
Oh, like this.
But now I can see why you need power armor training in order to actually use it. Because it just zips open.
It's a hand crank,
you have to get inside.
And
they actually have to get inside.
And like and as you can see here, the death claws are back, which was just
I really like the layout too. Like they're acting more of like a mech instead of like
and how you got into the power armor there. It reminds me of like in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 when they talk about how to operate the animatronic suit, how to like, and there was like a hand crank that you turned to like.
It'll be one big pod episode. This is gonna be one long episode, by the way.
We're back once again after getting cut off.
Alright, anyways, like I really like the layout, whatever.
And as we said from last time,
what were you saying?
As you can see, the death claws are back. And as I was saying from the last episode, is that the way you get in the power armor is like how the recorded message was in FNAF 3.
Yeah.
When Five Nights at Freddy's 3. When they were playing the audio log, the training cassettes about how to get in the animatronic suit, and they said that there was like a hand crank in there. And I noticed there was like a valve kind of crank on the power armor, and they said it was like a crank that decompresses like the animatronic parts so that you could climb in the suit. So I'm guessing they kind of have similar ways.
Well, with the power armor, it's just like unfolds to where you can actually step inside.
Yeah, it unfolds.
Yeah. And then you can fight death claws.
The death claws are back.
Scary.
Just like,
hate them.
I hate the death claws. They were always an annoying enemy, but I just love that they're back in the game, so I could get even more annoyed by them.
Get even more destroyed. Now here is like an arena maybe that you could fight in.
Arena type thing. I remember the Thorn from Fallout New Vegas,
which
was
was
like
really
an
cool
arena type area.
Yeah.
Where you could fight animals and bandits and all kinds of
things.
Then
we got like a new bug, the blood bug. Looks like I might hate it.
It looks like
at all.
It looks like it might be an annoying enemy.
And you can throw down a flare and call down a vertibird,
which you could actually get in and like get a turret and operate it. I'm not sure who's flying though.
My guess is the Brotherhood.
Maybe it's like a remote controlled.
My guess is the Brotherhood. If I had to guess something.
And you can see the Brotherhood is back.
Yeah, you're fighting the Brotherhood. And here's a jetpack.
A jetpack was amazing.
For power armor.
And go back a little bit. And as you can see it in the left part of the screen, there's like it's not just like individual numbers anymore. It's like 4 sets of numbers.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe the XP goes all the way up to like 1,000 at a time. Yeah. And I thought the jetpack.
And now here
is just like an amazing part.
Is an airship.
It's a giant airship.
Burning.
And it's like it's crashing down to the ground.
If I could just pause at the right moment. It's gotta go back. All right, right here.
Yeah, you can see the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah, you can see the name of the ship, and to the left, you can kind of see the Brotherhood of Steel.
You can see the right side of the Brotherhood of Steel symbol.
Yeah.
Which I thought was just like. Really
and then you can fight the Brotherhood again.
Which I thought was really interesting. Yeah. How the
And then here is something that sort of reminds me of.
Well, the Brotherhood. They're always getting their hands on all kinds of new technology.
But that was the Western Coast Brotherhood. They didn't share it with anybody else. However, this is
a Brotherhood that got their hands on an airship. And what were you saying this reminded you of?
Whenever you nuke Megaton, if you just see in a minute.
If you nuke Megaton. Spoilers.
Yeah, but this is like a laser explosion, like the Euclid Sea Finder in New Vegas.
Yes,
that's what it reminds me of.
That's an amazing weapon. It's like an airstrike weapon that you could use, and like you could hear the crowd cheering.
Well, not really. They can't.
Well, yeah, they can't, but we can. I heard it from headphones because you're playing at a loud volume.
Yeah.
And you were talking about Megaton. You
know
how you could blow it up if you choose to. Spoilers for anyone who hasn't played Fallout 3. Spoilers.
Yeah.
You have a choice to blow up Megaton.
But anyways, Todd Howard said that they've been working on Fallout 4 after Fallout 3, like immediately after, and Skyrim held them down a little bit. I'm not saying that was a bad thing, but
yeah,
Skyrim
they said
held
he started working on Fallout 4 right after Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, but then there was Skyrim, the DLCs, maybe Elder Scrolls Online,
Fallout New Vegas, I guess.
Well, Fallout New Vegas was made by Obsidian, and which is published by Bethesda.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bethesda didn't make New Vegas.
And then in just a minute, you're gonna see the date when it comes out.
Yeah.
We screamed.
We
were
big
jumping
moment.
around.
You're gonna have to pause when it comes up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot to take in. Here, I'll pause.
So what is the date? No, I'll pause it.
Here's the date.
November 10th.
This year.
This year.
It's coming out on November 10th. It got us so hyped up.
We were excited, jumping around, screaming, hugging each other.
It was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
It was just,
and then Todd Howard talks about how
and then
how it'll be available then in the collector's edition.
And the collector's edition.
Yeah. And that's the end of the video right there. He doesn't really talk much about anything else.
We gotta put a spoiler warning on this video.
There's no spoilers.
Well, we talk about spoilers of Fallout 4.
So who cares?
And also Fallout 3.
It's not like the people that watch this video have never played Fallout 3 before, at least don't really care about spoilers, because I mean, all the people that watch this video are just friends that don't know.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess then.
Well, anyways, it's coming out November 10th. Brad and I are excited. We're getting the collector's edition.
We're gonna get the collector's edition.
And
get the edition. Get the paper with the boy.
Anyways, we're gonna be getting the collector's edition. I want to know if you guys are gonna be getting the collector's edition. Comment that down below. And if you like this video, be sure to like this video. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna really enjoy it. And if you want to see the original video. This one runs at 60 frames a second in HD quality. This is Rajman Gaming, whatever.
We'll put the links in the description.
Yeah. But anyways, be sure to subscribe if you want to see some more Fallout. I don't upload daily since I'm always busy. And with that, I will see you guys later. Say bye, Brad.
Bye.
Bye.